Okay, so I just need a vendor to help with this small initiative. Well, okay, medium initiative. Okay, this initiative is imperative to our strategic priorities and mission, and it's definitely not something I can just knock out real quick. I'm going to need a lot of support to get this off the ground. Where should I start? Should I email a vendor?
Hey Moses, don't panic. The good news is we've been meeting with your business unit leadership regularly, and we've been anticipating this initiative for months on our roadmap.
Translation: you are not the first person to have this idea, and we have a PVM team already lined up to support you.
Perfect timing. I haven't even panic Googled yet.
BU Liaison walk through your goals, funding, and priorities in advance, so procurement can help you before things get weird. Like when someone says, we need this by Friday on a Wednesday at 4:58 p.m.
And thus begins the journey, with alignment instead of panic.
You'll start by submitting an intake and vendor. Just clearly describe what you need, why you need it, and where the funding is coming from.
Thanks. I'll remember to do that after I've negotiated scope and pricing with my vendor.
Actually, that's something that PVM will work with you on when the time is right. Why don't you go ahead and enter your intake now? Also, pay special attention to the questions that help PVM assess risk. They're not trick questions, just the kind that prevent surprise from becoming a lifestyle.
So, no TBD but urgent in the details, even if I type it in all caps for emphasis?
Correct. Procurement does do a lot of proactive sourcing, but we don't have ESP.
This seems very organized. How can I learn more about this process?
PVM provides training for our business unit customer that support them in effective acquisitions process.
This is great. I feel very supported.
The intake routes the request to the right PVM team so things can move efficiently. The team assembles to support this critical initiative. Our all-star PVM lineup includes Patrick from sourcing, Tasha from risk, Luis from contracts, and Will from vendor management. This team will work seamlessly together to support Moses in his procurement journey, so Moses can focus on the business goal and not become a part-time contract negotiator.
Hi Moses, let's talk about risk. I noticed from your inherent risk questionnaire that the new service will be member-facing and require restricted data sharing with the selected vendor.
Yes, but I promise whatever vendor we select will be very nice. I met a few of them at a conference last month, and they seemed very reputable. They work with companies like ours all the time, so there's really not a need for a bunch of bureaucracy.
Love that. But we do need to review the vendor's controls prior to making any selection. Let's review data access, compliance, privacy, InfoSec, and business continuity, and everything else required of a regulated financial institution.
Should I be concerned that I am not thinking of all the risks?
Well, the good news is that PVM works with risk subject matter experts on risk assessments as part of the procurement process to collaborate on risk identification. Your role will be to provide the most accurate information on your requirements into the process.
I can handle that!
Risk reviews help protect Navy Federal and set clear expectations as part of source selection and before contracting.
We'll help define requirements, pre-qualify vendors, write and launch the RFP, run demos, score proposals, and recommend a vendor with you. We will also include key risk questions and documentation and contract provisions as part of the RFP to make sure there are no surprises. All this upfront work will make sure you get the best vendor for your requirements.
So I don't just pick the one I met at a conference? They seemed ready to get to work immediately. My boss said to get this done by the next Enterprise Quarterly. It doesn't really matter how much it costs.
Actually, it does. We need to make sure that we're getting the best value for our members, and we can only do that if we consider cost, technical capability, and value, in addition to speed.
Now that I think of it, I may also need external help to implement this new service.
Well, the good news is that PVM has already pre-negotiated the best rates and competencies for IT and staff augmentation services to streamline this process for you.
That's great news. I'm starting to think that PVM does have ESP.
Not ESP, but we do leverage our spend data and strategic sourcing to provide the best price value to the enterprise for frequently used services.
That's great. I'm ready for the demos.
Strategic sourcing ensures transparency, competition, and best value. Inclusion of risk, contracts, and vendor management considerations in source selection streamlines the process and provides full transparency in selection criteria. We'll negotiate terms, incorporating risk and performance requirements, validate funding, route approvals, and execute the contract.
All right, let me talk to my point of contact about that. I'll see what they say. These guys understand Navy Federal and our mission. I'm sure they'll give us the best terms they can offer.
I'm sure they're a great partner, but these contract negotiations can be complicated. Often there are legal and service-level considerations that protect Navy Federal and our members. We'd love it if all of our vendor relationships went perfectly, but that's not already the reality. Please let me handle the negotiation so that we can make sure that you have all the protections you need.
Amazing. I didn't read page 47, but I trust you did.
Twice. I also summarized your key contract provisions and any areas that differ from Navy Federal's standard terms. Now let me route this through vendor so that all the required approvals are in place. PVM Contracts negotiates and executes all third-party contracts, so Moses doesn't have to.
The contract is signed and a PO has been issued to the vendor. We're officially in business. Now what?
Congrats. Now let's talk about operational success. You'll get training on your responsibilities as the contract owner, and your vendor will be assigned a vendor manager to support performance and relationship management.
What do you mean, contract owner? We already have a contract. What else is there to own?
Getting a finished contract is not the end of your journey. As the contract owner, you're now responsible for managing vendor performance. We need to make sure they're delivering what they said at the price we negotiated. We're here to help if you have concerns or issues.
So I'm not alone?
Never. Procurement stays with you for the life of the contract.
Vendor management ensures accountability and performance tracking after contract execution and supports any concerns that arise during the contract.
I came to procurement thinking I was just buying a service. Instead, I got clear guidance and training, expert partners, risk-aware decisions, a solid contract, and a vendor relationship set up for success. Thank you, procurement, for operationalizing my project and saving me from emailing a vendor too soon.